Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you for coming back. Sorry I've been out a couple weeks. We've been overdoing our 4-H fair with the boys, and so I try to get a video posted once a week, and it's been 2 weeks, I think. But today is pretty cool. Got a gear review for you for this Badlands Reactor pack that I got for my son. So stay tuned. We're going to go through some of the features of this pack and have a nice little gear review on this. So my son just turned 12. He just went and got his hunter education license a few weeks ago, and he's ready to hunt this year. We still got a lot of practice to get ready. Looking forward to it though, super excited about that. And it was also my son's birthday, and so I thought it'd be cool to get him a pack, his very own hunting pack. He's not using any of Dad's old backpacks anymore. And as you know, with me, if you've been watching my channel, I love the Badlands gear. Not sponsored or anything. I just love their gear. I buy their gear. And so there was this one pack I had my eye on for a few reasons. One was the size and the cubic inches of this pack. And two, for all backpacks that I like myself, I like it when there is, with the shoulder pads, the front clip right here to just, balance your pack. And also a belt clip. So a lot of these smaller packs will only come with this clip right here in the front across your chest, but not a waist belt. And so that was kind of my deciding factors for this pack. It was also in the right camo pattern that I've been outfitting my son with, the Approach FX. So that was pretty much it. Those are the reasons I bought this for my son, who's 12 years old, about 5 feet tall, to give some reference. And I will show some videos here in the upper screen at some time of him wearing the pack, not loaded for hunting, but he had a few things in it as we were out plinking around and shooting at some ground squirrels. So you will see that video. But yeah, that's why I picked up this pack. So let's go into some details of this pack. So this pack comes in at a cubic inches of 896 cubic inches. That I think is a really good size for a young adult. I don't know why in the Badlands description they talk about the pack if you need something for 10 days surviving in the wilderness. 10 days? I don't know about that. But anyways, the cubic inches, 896 cubic inches, that's awesome. So for me, I use like a Diablo dose. You see it hanging in the background over there. I have a Varial system over here. I think that's 3,300 cubic inches, which I usually fill half full most of the time. But that's a pretty good cubic inch size for, I believe, a young kid. It's probably not going to be full either. Perhaps into hunting season, we'll do some gear reviews where we'll pull the gear off of these packs of what he's packing and what I'm packing, so you can get a view of that. A couple other features that I really liked about this pack that I wanted to pick up. You can see the two straps here on the back, and there's also some loops here on the bottom in case you had something or some extra clothing you wanted to put here. This is really nice because a lot of times I put an extra sweater or a coat right here, cinch that in. You also have these two straps here if you wanted to, or for a youth you could strap a bow down to this. It does not have a bow boot or gun carrying case that comes with it, but you could tie a bow onto here if you needed to. But these are also nice too, because a lot of times you might attach other clothing items to your back here with these straps. When I'm bow hunting a lot or have my son out with me, we have our small seat cushions that we use when we're sitting on the ground, and you could latch those onto here and strap them in so they're not shaking around. So that was one piece of the reason why I got these. As I mentioned, on the front, you have the front chest clip right here, and these all pull in and out really nicely with the Badlands materials. They're super awesome. And it also has the belt strap here, your waist belt. You see it's not padded, but that's going to be okay. So once again, this is my 12-year-old son at this time who's going to be using this pack. This will help balance this pack on his back and not let it shake all around. He's also not going to have a ton of weight on his back. And I'll make sure of that. So yeah, and a really nice clip here, clip it right in. So that's pretty sweet. Those are the main reasons I got this pack. Moving into this pack a little bit, you can see here, we got the air track suspension. I kind of want to open this up. Here we go. I'm gonna fold these kind of out of the way. Here's that air track. Look at that. There's some nice padding here, but there's also this mesh. And then in the foam behind it, you can see there's some cutouts, like little triangles in there. That's gonna allow that airflow, that breathability back here. That's gonna be real comfortable. Of course, at this price point, at this type of bag, it's not gonna have some of the nicer features of like the Diablo Dose there that really gets the pack off your back, but that's gonna be really nice. He's already worn it on a few hikes and you didn't complain about it. So there you go, there's that air track feature. One really cool thing with this pack, when you pick up the Reactor, you see this right here? This came with the 3-liter Badlands Water Bag. Came with it. We haven't even taken the plastic off of the tip yet. Here it is. You know, it's BPA free. You can look that up. A lot of people will say the BPA is bad for you for ingesting it for many numerous reasons there, for medical reasons. There's also some science that say, maybe not. Whatever, it's BPA free. There's a hydro pack already in it, 3 liters. And when we get into the pack, we'll break that down. You'll see the liter or the water bag in there. That's a really cool feature. A lot of packs don't come with water bags anymore. And the Badlands water bags are really nicely made, really well constructed. So that is a good feature there. You can see he pulled it out his right side. I think it come out its left, right here, or the right side. You can see there it says hydration. So this tube could come out the left. He's kind of natural, wanting to use it on his right, so he has it over here. Has another little strap right there. You could put that hose under, so that way it could be tucked in and not flapping all around. So yeah, there we go. You can see the color pattern on this. Approach FX, this kind of has more of that brown tone to it, where the Approach has the green. That's what I outfit myself in. I outfit him with the Approach FX. That's also just to keep our stuff separated as he's trying to swipe my clothes as he's getting to be bigger, my supplies, my materials. Yeah, another thing on the outside here, you can see there's 2 little mesh pockets on each side. Pretty small. Things I think you would be putting into here, for instance, might be like a balaclava face mask type. You can see I could kind of roll that up, slide it in there, kind of doing this awkward here, but pretty easy. You could push that in there pretty slick, you know. Maybe like mosquito head nets. I think this would be good for some game calls. I think you could easily put a hoochie mama in there, some other butt calls maybe. But anyways, yeah, so there is that. That's a nice little pocket there. It is deep. It's probably 6 inches or so deep, 5 inches deep. You could put almost a Leatherman in there if you would like. That's a good spot for the Leatherman since you don't have that pouch on your waist belt. You could figure out numerous other things in there. Like I said, maybe during our hunting season, we'll do some review and see what we have been putting into those pockets. But there's one on both sides. Another interesting feature with this pack, it does come with the Bino Connect. And I have not gotten the Bino Connect yet. I've been hesitant about getting one myself. I think I should just pick one up. My son could try it out. I could try it out on my Vario pack there. So it is Bino Connect. There's the top strap right there for the Bino Connect. And you can see down low, here's that little red sachet point. There it says Bino again. That is for the Bino Connect system. So we don't have that yet, so we can't show you how that connects. See, we have the Aramid bar tacking. You can see these yellow lines. That is some extra additional strength stitching for your pack in places where it's going to hold a lot of weight. So if you were holding this by the handles right here, all that weight's going to be right on this loop. That's where the tacking is. You look at some other places where the tacking is, right here on these straps, right? So this is where if you have your bow on here, some other clothing, you could have a lot of weight pulling down on these and you don't want it to tear your fabric. I haven't had any of those come loose on any of my other packs yet. So it's obviously pretty strong. I think it says in the instructions that one thread can hold something like 110 pounds. That's impressive. And there is a whole bunch of thread right there on these points. So there's 4 of those. I don't see any others on here besides right there at the top. Oh, on the front, there's 2 more right there, 1 here. So they have them in these places that are going to be holding the weight. Of course, the shoulder straps would be holding that weight. So that is another really neat feature of this. Of course, it has the Kxo32 Fabric. This is the fabric they say they've been working on for years. It is quiet. I don't care what anybody says in comics, folks. It is quiet. I have it on both of those packs, that Diablo dose and that Vario system. It is quiet material. It's just as quiet as any other manufacturer on the market. I've brushed it up against brush and it just smoothly wipes right off. No matter how much brush you're on, if you're swiping through a big fir tree, you're going to have some noise, but come on. So it is great fabric. It's also, I believe it's water repellent. I'd be surprised. I don't believe it's waterproof, but I do believe it is water repellent. And they also have the C6 DWR, which is also that water repellent finish over these. It will keep your bag fairly dry though. I was in some water, some rainstorms last year that were just light, or they passed through in like 10 minutes here in Wyoming and then they're gone. My stuff was dry. I was in a rainstorm one day that was serious. Couple hours, a lot of rain, stuff got wet. It got damp. Not soaked, but it got damp. But that C6 DWR, that's going to repel that water off of here. This fabric repels that water. It's just so smooth and quiet. Great pattern too. I mean, think of if you're in the timber, this pattern, you disappear. You disappear, folks. Don't worry about the pattern. You know, there's a lot of good hunting gear out there, a lot of good hunting patterns. Don't worry about this pattern. You'll disappear, I promise you. Okay, I think it's time we break it down and get into this pack. So let's do that. Okay, so before we break this pack down, let's do a weight test on this. They say that this pack comes in at 1 pound 12 ounces. There's nothing in the pack. I think there's nothing in the pack. Oh, there is something in the pack already. Like I said, my son has used it. We got some snacks in there. Let's toss those out. Make sure there's nothing else. Snacks. Okay. Now it's empty. They said 1 pound 12 ounces. There's no water or nothing in it. I got 1 pound 15 ounces. That's almost 2 pounds. So we're 3 ounces over what they said it would weigh. It's still not bad. That's still a really lightweight pack. So there we go. It says it's a 2-pocket pack. Here we go. There's 1 and here's 2. So I say let's go ahead and open these up. Of course, they got these nice, grippy, oversized zippers. They got great zippers on all the new Badlands packs. I love the zipper system. Oh, we did have a little piece of trash in there. It's probably still 1 pound 15 ounces. So let's go with the big zipper at the top here first. Let's break it down. I'm going to open it up. There's as far as it opens. I'm going to zip up that other one, get it out of the way. Here you can see the water bladder in its own compartment right there in this mesh. And there it's tied in with these loops right there. Got these little clips and loops. It's snapped onto the hydration pack. I'll just kind of pull that out. There we are, 3-liter Badlands Hydro Pack. So that was a really cool feature because alone that's going to run you, I don't know, it's around 30, 40 bucks. A lot of times the Badlands water bags are sold out online, so that's really cool. Don't have to order that separately. Shows right up, and there you go. There's the hose running out the right side. Could also run out the left side. So in the main compartment, there is no other, show that to you, there's no other pockets in there. One big main compartment. Now for the size on this, as I mentioned, my son is 5 feet tall. This is 19 inches tall. And I'm going to show you the video right here. You're going to see him wearing it. We were out trying to shoot some ground squirrels and how it fits on his back. It was perfectly right down to his waist, but it looked like a really good fit. So it said 19 inches tall. It could be 9 inches wide if you unloosen all these and you stuff it full. It's going to come out to 9 inches, and it's also 9 inches wide. Okay, so there was the main pocket. I'm going to zip that up out of the way, and let's get to the secondary pocket. Let's mention only 2 pockets. Yeah, on some bags I do like if the zippers would come down a little bit more so you could really open that pocket up. For the smaller bags, they didn't do that. I wouldn't have seen a problem with them taking this one zipper on the main pocket and just bringing that down like 2 more inches. Just give you more space to get in there and shove stuff in. So here is the secondary pocket. Inside there is this one divider kind of right here at the bottom. Will help you divide out some materials and supplies, gloves, whatever you may have there. There's the one divider. I think you can see that right there. A little difficult and there's nothing in here and the bag's a little flimsy. There is these 3 mesh dividers up here. You can put some small things in, some more game calls, chapstick, keys, whatever that might be. So there is your secondary pocket. Pretty basic. That's another good thing for a young kid though, basic. The only thing I did wish I could see was in some of those pockets, I would like to have small mesh pockets you could zip up. You know, you could put your hunting license in that you could zip it over and it won't fall out of that pocket. So I like those divider pockets on the inside. And this one doesn't have a divider pocket, so we'll deal with that. Let's see, going into the rest of this pack though, I think that kind of hit on all the points. It's a really nice pack to me. Yeah, I could say we're going to really enjoy hunting with this pack. My son's already worn it some. We had those videos we posted up that showed him hiking around in it. He hasn't had a lot of weight in it yet. We haven't filled up that water bladder yet, but he was packing probably another 10 pounds worth of gear, some snacks, and some other water, and he didn't complain at all. So there you go. There is the Reactor from Badlands. Don't forget, Badlands has that 100% unconditional warranty. Something breaks, no matter what. Even if you pick one of these up from a garage sale and there's a hole in it, you can send it to Badlands. They'll fix it. They'll send it back to you. No questions asked. That's pretty hard to beat, a conditional warranty like that. Well, everybody, thank you for watching so much. That is a quick gear review on this pack. I can't wait to see it in action with my son this year during our hunting season. We have a lot of tags to fill. Gonna have another video coming up talking about some of those tags, so subscribe and look for that video coming. Other than that, if you have any questions on it, put some questions in the comments. If you're using this pack, put some comments down below about using this pack. That's greatly appreciated, as a lot of people look to these videos for their gear reviews sometimes. So if you have anything additional to add regarding this, feel free to add it. I'd appreciate it very much. Thank you very much, folks. Subscribe. We got some more videos coming. Hunting season's coming around the corner. Got some cool news coming up. So anyways, just keep watching the videos, and until next time, we'll see you later.